Hello everyone and welcome to a city builder game called Before We Leave. I have played a bit of the tutorial just to get used to the basic mechanics, and I think now is the right time to start a new planet. So when you first click a new game, you can choose whether it's going to be a tutorial or a normal game, and you can choose your number of planets and also the difficulty settings. So how many resources you start with. Guardians, I have no idea what that is. I think something to do with the space whales, which is this big thing that you can see in the background, or how much pollution you're going to start, and so on. I think we're just going to leave it at default, and yeah, let's go. So when we first start, we get this half-discovered planet. As you can see, only a tiny part of it is visible, and some lovely clouds as well. So the way this goes is that your little people, these things over here, they're called Peeps. And they emerge from this underground bunker, and I think you just have to start helping them set up a new life, which is exactly what we're going to do. Now, this game does have some complicated mechanics to it, but we're gonna try to figure everything out. So the first thing we want to set down is a hut, and this is going to ensure that they have somewhere to stay. Okay, let's plonk this thing down, and they're going to start building. We do have some starting resources up here, and I think the next thing we should do is pop down a food supply. We only have potatoes and a well, so they need both. Make sure they don't starve on their new planet. Not that that can happen. The one thing about this game is really good if you want to just have a relaxed experience without worrying that you're going to blink and all of your people are dead. So I suppose it's also a bit of a child-friendly game. So with the well, you have to bear in mind that it does have some penalties, so make sure that you don't put it near cow or sheep farms or accommodation. So where we're going to put the well is somewhere... Yeah, I think I might be wrong, but I think it can be next to a farm. So we're gonna put it nice and central. And as you're building your city, you also have to make sure that you think ahead of how you're going to place the roads, because one of these paths will take up one of these hexagonal bits over here. Our well has been built, and the next thing we want to do is put down a logging camp. We have to make sure that they have enough wood, and you want to make sure you put it down somewhere where there's a lot of wood. The wood does regrow really quickly in this game, but I think I don't want it to go all the way around. We have to minimize the amount of walking that they're doing, so we're going to demolish this bit right here, and we're going to place a road. I think the road could go past this house right over here like this, and we do want some sort of a thoroughfare. So we're going to just loop the road around over here, and we're going to put the logging camp right here. There we go, and now we have wood coming in. As your peeps sort of start to populate a bit more, just make sure you keep up with the resources and make sure you put down more logging camps, more food little thingies over here, and more wells as well. What we also want to discover is this ruin generator, so that's going to provide us with power, but as you can see, this purple outline, that is where the pollution is going to be. And then this one is going to give us tools in exchange for wood, but as time goes on, we'll be able to actually make a tool workshop. For now, we have sorted out the basics, but what we would really need more of is peeps, because we only have 3, and the available housing only houses 2, so let's build them another house. I'm just thinking about the layout here. We have this ruined ship, and once we research it, we can actually start exploring the planet a bit more and maybe do some trading when we unlock other colonies. I think it would be a good idea to have a housing area over here. So I think the way we're going to put the road is like this. There we go, and then we can build houses all around here, and this is a bit of a research resource. Once we put down a researcher's hut, they will gather points, and we can use those points at the library to do some research and unlock more good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna put down another house. You can also choose which way you turn the house, so that's going to be where the peeps are going to access it. I think we're just going to turn it to the middle as well. There you go, more house, and as you unlock more housing for your peeps, one more is going to pop out of this little thing here. There we go. One more just popped out. Lovely. Okay, what can we do next? We would like to build an explorer's hut. Yes, please. Does this have any pollution? I don't think so. So we could put the explorer's hut. Let's put them down here so they're kind of out of the way. And I do think you can get rid of this building once you've researched all of these things on the island. So we have one there, there. Oh, we have quite a lot. So this is green research and we don't have any of the red one on this island. There's also a red research sort of a pile, and some of the things that you want to unlock require both. So you are going to have to colonize other islands which have this resource and then do trading in between. Because it's nighttime and it's looking really lovely, we're just going to zoom out into space, and this space music, I don't know if you can hear it. I'll shut up for a minute. It really reminds me of Spore. Really relaxing music in this game. When the day comes, you will hear more upbeat music, and it's fun, it's vibrant, I love it. We can also choose to speed this up a bit. We'll put it on double speed. So this researcher is researching these things, whatever they are. It seems to be some sort of an old technology. Over here you can see broken buildings, and we can mine those for stone. So this is going to be our stone supply, and this broken hulk is going to be our iron ore. So it's really interesting to see. The disaster on this planet must have happened when the previous humans were quite well advanced, because at the moment, as far as I know, we don't have anything like this. This does seem like I don't know what it could have been. It has legs, and that seems like a gun? I don't know. Could have been the military, some kind of a thing. I think it's time to put down a library, so this is going to help us start researching things. And we could put that... I'm trying to keep away from this area at the moment because this is going to be quite polluted after a while. So pollution goes up to here, so I could actually put the library somewhere. Yeah, we'll put it right next to our research camp. There we go, and that is going to help us unlock more things. I'm going to show the tree of research once this has been finished, and we'll see what else we can unlock. I think while we're doing that, they could benefit from another potato camp. Oh no, they must face a road, okay. We'll make a road over here. And always try to put your roads so that you can put something on both sides of it. That's going to utilize your space in the best way. And I'm sure there are players who have figured out better ways. But we're gamers for fun. And we play for fun. And a part of it is messing up. And that is okay. We're going to put down another house because we are going to need people very, very soon. And yeah, let's put one down here and let's put one down there. You have to be careful that you don't overpopulate too quickly. Again, nothing bad is going to happen in this game, but if you are overpopulated and you don't have enough food or housing, production is going to slow down. They are actually going to start walking very, very slowly. It's not really going to do any wonders for your development. So how this game is going to progress, one of these islands is going to hold a broken spaceship. And our aim is to repair that spaceship and shoot off into space so we can start colonizing some other planets. I think the only enemy in this game is a space whale, which you saw at the home screen of the game before we started. But I have no idea what those space whales do. I am absolutely obsessed with whales and I would love to see them, whether they're the enemy or not, because I think they're just the most glorious creatures. I just want to see them flying over our planet over there. I did see they have released an update where we can create gremlins, and there's also a kraken in the oceans. I have not seen that yet, and we might be able to see it during our gameplay of this little game. I think this game is a nice change from the usual city builders because it doesn't have any disasters or invasions, so you can just relax and just play and watch your peeps grow your cities, colonize some islands. So I think it's a nice relaxing Sunday evening game. I love it. I love it, and you can hear some music coming through now. I think it is on par with Foundation, but in Foundation you do have some serious resource management that you have to do because your people will actually leave They will leave your settlement if you don't have jobs or food for them, whereas these guys, I mean, there's not really anywhere for them to go. They're stuck with us. We seem to be a little bit stuck on building the library, so we need stone. I think what we can do is demolish some of these things, and it's not the best way to get resources because it's not good return, but we might have to do that. So how much stone do we need? We need 2, I think. Yes, okay. So we're just going to demolish this thing over here and see if that returns some stone. Yeah, 1 stone right there. And what else could we... Yep, this thing here. So because we run out of that really quickly, I think the next thing we're going to focus on is actually making sure that we can mine some stone from these broken buildings here. And as you can see, it has 500 stone per building, and it's going to take a while before you mine all of that up. So that's nothing to worry about in the beginning of the game. Now we go. Library has been finished. Let's see what resources we can unlock. So the first thing we need is the elevator, because that's going to let us get up to these bits over here and actually give them access to the buildings that we need. So yes, please, we will unlock the elevator and mining. That's perfect. So once this has been finished, we'll be able to start mining some stone, and that's when we're going to be able to build more substantial buildings. Now, let's just think about where we want to put the elevator. I think I'm going to demolish these 2 trees, and I would like to put the elevator here. It's a nice central spot. So let's lead the road over this way, maybe like so. Yeah, that gives us more space for more buildings later on. And the elevator is on this button here, and there we go. And now we will have access to all of these bits over here. So we'll put the road here, going over this way, like so. And the quarry is going to sit right here. And there we go. That's going to be our stone. Sorted. We have a decent amount of points, so what does metalwork give us? Oh, yeah, we need the metalwork. That's going to let us construct the iron mine, iron smelter, and the toolsmith. So we'll be able to produce our own tools, which you do need for certain buildings. Quite a lot of them. So tools are also one of the things you have to keep in mind to sort out as quickly as you can. I mean, we do have this transmogrifier. So I think just to be on the safe side, we're going to put a road here, and that's going to give us access to the ruin generator, which we can repair. But first we need tools, so let's give them some wood. And for 15 wood, we're going to get 5 tools. Alright, the next thing we want to research is how to repair things. There we go. And then a bridge. Bridge is something that will let you connect roads across one of these cutouts here. So I could put a bridge across it. It's more of an aesthetic, and I suppose it can help you manage your roads later on in the game, but we don't need that at the moment. What we should get is the warehouse, and after the warehouse we're going to get the gardening, so that's going to let us have more different types of foods, because your peeps will get sick of potatoes very soon, and other types of foods just provides them more variety, which is going to make them happy in the long run. Okay, our stone mine is working really good. Look at that stone, it's going all the way up. I haven't figured out exactly how the warehouses work yet in this game, but I do think we need one, and I think we have researched it. Yes, we have the warehouse, and we'll definitely put in some points into gardening, so that's going to unlock vegetables if I remember correctly. And just to give you a bit of an idea of how you can keep an eye on your resource use, you can click on this bit here, and it's going to show you your production of water and demand of water, so we could benefit from another well. We definitely need more food, and all the rest of it is at 0. So based on what we've seen, we are going to build them another well, and I'm going to wait until the research for vegetables has finished before I put down more food. I think we could put the well down over this way. I think, yeah, we'll do that. And we're going to demolish these 2 tree bits over here. And yeah, this is going to be sort of our farming area where our food is going to grow. Our housing area is going to be over here, and it's gonna have to develop over this way somewhere. So I think just before we mess it up, it would be a good idea to put down some roads over here, just to make sure that they can access everything they need. You may have noticed that this game does have a day-night cycle, which is really nice. Watching the sunrise, this massive huge ball, it's a lovely, lovely aesthetic, and you can see the sun shining on the bottom of the clouds over there. It's very beautiful. It has an interesting concept with the hexagonal squares, so kind of defeats the object saying hexagonal squares. Hexagonal bits over here. Speaking more about resources, you can click on these buttons here to see more of what you have. So we have 7 idle workers and empty posts is 0, so I have no idea why they're idle. Maybe they're chilling. I don't know. Those are still the things I'm trying to figure out with the game. And this is the population of your island. We're currently at 12. And here is our food. So we have 62 potatoes. So yeah, I have no idea what they were complaining about their food resources. Our water is going up. That's good. This bit shows more luxury resources like clothing and other things like that we're going to unlock with our research later on. And this is our production resources. So power, wood, and this bit is going to populate itself as you unlock more resources. This will show us our research. We only have the green on this island, but this is going to show how much we have. And finally, the fertility of the land. So we can grow tea and potatoes and vegetables, and one more is on a question mark because we haven't researched it just yet. Because we have so many research points, I think I'm gonna have a look at what else we can unlock. So the tree it's a decent size. It's going to take a while to unlock everything because yeah, you do need to colonize other islands to make sure you get the red resources as well. I think we're going to invest in a school, and this is a building you need when you have colonized another island because it's not going to have this little bunker here. So you need to put down a school to make sure that more people arrive on your other colony. You're going to start off in your other colony with only a couple of peeps. I think it's maybe 3. So the only way to get more is to educate them. We're not doing too bad on stone, but we could do with more tools. So I'm going to ask them for a bit more, and then we're going to repair this generator. So that's going to let us have a bit of power coming in. There we go, repair, and yeah, we need 2 wood, 2 tools. Oh, we don't have enough wood. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it might be time for another logging camp. It's looking a bit thin over here. I don't know if that's where we would want to put it. This looks nice and busy, however. So I think it does seem a bit far from the main camp, so I guess we're gonna see whether they even want to go that far. But this would be a perfect spot for a logging camp. Alright, let's go with a logging camp. There we go. We didn't have any empty posts, so I think it's a good idea to invest in another house. There we go. That's going to give us more peeps, and we can make sure that we have a person who's going to cut down the trees. I have run into other issues before where all of these camps are unmanned, and yeah, this game is sometimes really hard to figure out why things don't work. But that's the fun of it. It's a new game, well, newish, and yeah, it's just fun to play and try to figure everything out.